Today we're here with Dr. Marina Stajic, the Distinguished Fellow Award recipient for 2013. So Marina, could you please tell me what this award means to you?
Thank you, Bruce. The Distinguished Fellow Award is certainly, to me, the culmination of my career in forensic science, which started back in 1976 when I first joined the Academy. I thought that after I became a fellow that I have really accomplished something big, well, followed by becoming eventually the chair of the toxicology section, and then exactly 20 years ago, the president of the Academy. But certainly being recognized by the Academy, by my peers from all areas of forensic science, not just toxicology, is something to be very proud of.
Could you tell me a little bit about your presidency?
Well, as I said, my presidency was 20 years ago, exactly in 1993. It does seem like a long time ago, and it was, because certainly the Academy has grown in bounds and leaps, as you know, as a former president. The 20 years ago, I don't remember all the details, but certainly one thing that I still exists today. During my presidency, we started what we called then the Multidisciplinary Symposium in Forensic Science, and that has evolved into the Interdisciplinary Symposium, which is still on the program every year. And I would consider that one of the most significant contributions during my presidency.
So I think another honor that you have is you work in New York City, certainly the home of modern-day toxicology. So can you tell us a little bit about working in New York City and working in Dr. Gettler's office?
One of the challenges, but also a very exciting aspect of my career, was to accept the job in New York City at the Office of Chief Medical Examiner, where Dr. Gettler, whom you just mentioned, started basically the forensic toxicology in the United States. And just to have Dr. Gettler's former job, I really don't want to say just to replace Dr. Gettler, because he certainly was irreplaceable. So just to have that job, I consider to be a great honor. Of course, our laboratory, I believe, is the largest post-mortem medical examiner's laboratory. So it has its challenges, but I've been there now for 27 years. And I think that that is one thing that I can be very proud of. When I got there, unfortunately, the laboratory was not in a very good shape. And I think to bring it up to an accredited laboratory and pretty much state-of-the-art laboratory was a great achievement.
So in conclusion, could you tell us a little bit about practicing toxicology in 2013? The challenges are different almost 30 years ago than today. So tell us a little bit about that.
Challenges are different, you're absolutely right. When I started as a graduate student in Baltimore, we still did a lot of color tests, and it's fun when I teach now to mention those things to my students, and they sort of give me a blank look. And then, of course, we didn't even have a mass spec when I was starting in the field. And then, of course, it was the instrumental development that was the greatest challenge. And it still continues to this day to develop and to present us with challenges. And of course, then the other challenges that have occurred are the constant influx of new drugs and new medications that occur in the field, and then adapting to being able to perform analysis for those substances too.
Well, I want to thank you for spending a few minutes with us today.
Thank you. My pleasure.